work, kid.
That'll be Rick.
Come on, yeah, JV. Yo, boom. Track.
Good play, bud.
Good job, hey. V-man.
Welcome back. Hey,
Back, Freddie.
Big fella.
Talk to me.
This has been the most successful regular season in franchise history. Franchise records have been shattered throughout this season. And Toronto finished the regular season as the best team in the East for the first time. And they have earned home court throughout the playoffs against every opponent except one, Houston. And still, Leo, there are doubters. But the Raptors, like this city, like this country, are resilient and ready to prove them all wrong. You are well aware of their Game 1 history. That story has been told. The Toronto Raptors are the best team in the Eastern Conference, and they are ready to prove it. The Washington Wizards sweep the Toronto Raptors and will advance to the second round of the NBA playoffs. And Paul Pierce, John Wall, Bradley Beal, and Marcin Gortat. Just too much for the Toronto Raptors to handle.
I think it does factor in mentally. I think if you're Washington and you look at their core, Wall, Beal, Gortat, Porter, they performed a sweep. And no matter how poorly they've been playing, we know in the playoffs, the slate is wiped clean, and they look at Toronto and they see Lowry, DeRozan, Valanciunas, they say, hey, we swept you guys last time we had you in this situation. And then if you're Toronto, you're saying, hey man, we have played well all year. We have refined a system that will help us in the playoffs. And the last time we played you guys, we didn't have this system. So we're gonna show you that it works. And there will be no sweep. As a matter of fact, we might be looking to sweep you.
You are well aware of their Game 1 history. That story has been told.
I think it is a weight. I think it's a psychological weight, and I think the team really wants to get past that. I mean, look, 8 of the last 10 number 1 seeds have won the NBA championship, including the last 5. So you go in as a number 1 seed, you've got expectations. And I think Kyle said it best in his availability before Game 1. We got to treat Game 1 like Game 7. We've got to play with that kind of desperation.
You can't give up momentum at any point, but certainly not in Game 1 like you've done so many times, and certainly not coming off the season that you've had. You got the weight of the world on you as this number 1 seed that allegedly is not getting as respected as other number 1 seeds have in years gone by, in decades gone by. You have to go out and deliver the statement right from the get-go, and you can't give Washington any momentum. You go to their joint and they win, that's fine. That's what they're supposed to do. You can't give up home court advantage, not from the jump.
Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
You know, I expect this team to come out and try to get it. I mean, they know what happens if you don't. All of a sudden you put yourself in a huge hole, especially against Washington with the history. People start to look at what's going on. The questions start to be asked. Now, they've lost 3 Game 1s in the last 3 series they've won. So it's not a big deal in that sense, but you got to figure that it's a chance to wipe the slate clean.
Here's Lowry, drive, kick, Miles, rack it up. C.J. Miles from Cape Breton, and it's a 7-0 run. Lowry chase off the line, drives, kicks, DeLon, sidestep break, good! DeLon right, drills it, bucket in, book it. The Raptors up 109-97. The Toronto Raptors
a sigh of relief? You got a Game 1 victory?
It's not a sigh, Jared. It's a journey. It's a marathon. You know, whatever it was that that first game was about, hopefully we got it off our back. But we're not satisfied. You know, we're in this for the long run. We know we're in a tough series against a very athletic, fast team, and so we can't. You know, it's not a sigh of relief. All right, guys, great job, great job. Now, I'm gonna say this: 15 assists between Debo and Kalo. All right, that's what they're trying to do, trying to take those guys out. You other guys came in and made plays. And that's what this series is gonna be about. Everybody, because they're gonna try to take them out, but they're picking them apart. So good job of coming in, making plays after they get off of it, and then making shots. Good job, good start. All right, start of a journey. Here we go.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Game 2, first round action between the top seed, the Toronto Raptors, and the 8th seed, the Washington Wizards.
The building's filling up. Maple Leaf Square is filling up. Leo, there's a lot of emotion in this game. We often talk about Game 1s with that paramount importance. This is a big one as well tonight.
Wall now. Denied by DeLong. DeRozan with it. DeMar backs up now, attacks. Shake, shimmy, bucket. Back to 10. DeRozan, it's a long 2. He's got 33. He's dialed in.
A lot of players talk about the game slowing down for them, I guess, as they elevate their game. Is that something that you can speak to as well as you maybe develop your playmaking in other areas of your game?
Yeah, I'm like Neo now.
Oh. Yo, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's Morpheus.
DeRozan, the soft touch. DeMar DeRozan, what a night for him. Denied on the entry pass. Easy, now look at DeRozan battling for it, saves it. Lowry DeLong with a slam dunk. Look at the hustle and the heart. The Raptors with the lead, 125-107. Raptors are going to win it 130-119. They take a 2-0 lead in a playoff series for the first time in franchise history.
Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna say this. We're gonna enjoy the moment, but we know we can play much better than that. We know, and I'm gonna challenge the second unit. All right, you guys have been great all year, all year. All right, now we're out there, they just running up at our chest, putting the ball in our chest and running over. And what are we gonna do? Like Coach said before the game, it's a muscle moment. All right? You don't let somebody come up and just run in your chest like, we're playing for the big picture. Not just win the game tonight. You gotta start thinking, because that's the way it's gonna be up there. It's gonna be an all-out war. All right, and the way we played and let them back in the game is unacceptable. Unacceptable, and we know it. Good job, we take the win, but we know we can be better. Here we go.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Together.
Down 2-0. Do you guys feel like you're in a bit of trouble in this series, or is it just a matter of going home? And
No, I wouldn't say trouble. I mean, every series is different. Every year is always different in the playoffs. We're down 2-0. We're the team that's in the hole. We're the team that's desperate, but we have a lot of confidence. We're not down on ourselves at all.
Welcome to Washington, D.C. The Raptors tonight really try to tip this series. No team has ever come back from down 3-0. You're the Raptors. You have to know that Washington is going to come out desperate, and they will be making adjustments.
We look at it like, we really haven't did nothing. We did what we were supposed to do when at home. The hard part comes now, being able to go on the road, meet the aggressiveness, the attention, the detail, the crowd behind them, everything going to be against us tonight, and we got to treat it like that.
I think the intensity of the playoffs, every single game gets raised. I think with them being home, they're on the home floor. They're going to be confident. They're going to come out aggressive. They're going to come out swinging. But we got to go out there, stay the course, and do what we've been doing all series, just kind of staying cool and just kind of riding the wave and understanding the game plan and the situations that we're in.
Yeah, I'm not one that like sweep, because you know how dangerous Washington is at home. Last year they were 6-0 at home during the playoffs, and they've been here before. Second round against Boston down, they came back, pushed them all the way to the brink and to the edge. So can you handle that initial burst and thrust and the emotions?
Raptors haven't scored in 2 minutes in an air ball. Raptors have led after the opening quarter of the first 2 games, and the three, and the crowd's in it. It is a 12-0 run. Raptors fall tonight, 122-103. And Scott Brooks and his Washington Wizards respond here on a Friday night.
I think every loss we digest and understand and learn from it. You know, it's all part of our journey. You know, every single loss we've had this year, every single win we've had this year, every single practice has been a part of our journey, and I think we'll just continue to grow in our journey. Just break down the loss a little bit more in detail, more film, a little bit more kind of, okay, this, that, and the other, but every day is just a bigger step or a next step in our journey.
Okay, we're on our way. See you shortly. Okay, bye.
Family support is everything. You know, it's everything for these guys. We help carry them throughout the season, give them the love, and like you said, the support that they need. And I think, too, it brings them back. Like, Game 3 was kind of rough. It was really rough. But having family here, I think kind of, like, brought them back to a place where, like, everything's okay. You know, Game 3 was rough, but my family's here, I'm all right, you know. So it's important. Obviously, he was frustrated, you know, because you want to win, you know. He was really frustrated, but I think him seeing Ava just kind of calmed him down, mellowed him out, you know. And like I said, it brings him back down to earth, puts everything into perspective. Like, you know, yeah, it's just a game. Of course they want to win, but again, having family here keeps them balanced, you know. Get ready for the next game.
Go Raptors!
Let's go Raptors! Oh, it's great. Like, if we're gonna tussle with their fans, I'm down to throw hands with their fans. Like all the wives and the girlfriends, like, we're really close. Just as close as the guys are. You know, the Raptors organization, top to bottom, it's a family feel, for sure. And I felt that from day one when we got here. So it's awesome.
CJ, close out, and then a pass that's stolen by Wall, and then denied by Wright. And Raptors, great job on the inside. Wright, Siakam, and Siakam the slam! Pascal cannot be denied.
Dwayne, you seem to get your edge back tonight, but it didn't.
We didn't sustain it. We didn't sustain it for longer periods. We got to do it for longer periods of time. Multiple people have to sustain it.
Raptors down to by 1. Lowry. And no call there. Raptors wanted one. Washington gets the stop. And Wall. And Washington to back up by 3. Fading short corner, good. 3-possession game. Oubre hooks it away. Oubre pulls it back out. That's going to do it. This series is tied at 2 games apiece. 106-98. Washington has made this a long series. This is Game 5, and the Toronto Raptors are back home. They took Games 1 and 2 with ease in this series, and then lost Game 3 and 4 on the road. The series is tied 2 games apiece.
you don't want to go to Washington facing elimination. I think you're asking for a lot of trouble. And I think you're asking for a lot of trouble if you don't give yourself 2 chances to beat this team to advance. They've kind of found themselves a little bit, and the Raptors have made the mistake of giving them the opportunity to find themselves. So you've got to come to home court. It's been great all year. And hopefully the guys who've shot the ball well in this building do it again. And you go to Washington and hopefully take care of business in Game 6, but you've got to give yourself 2 chances because if you don't, you're letting too much luck come into play. And like every game in the playoffs is important, but this one really, you don't want to mess this one up.
Every possession today counts. Go out here, go out here. Good job, play harder. Let's go. Together. Let's go.
Hey, big dog, come on, man. Let's do the same thing. Hey, listen, man, I ain't
Friday.
Yeah, what's up, Sunday? Coming back here.
Friday. And the battle. I have never been so proud of a group of men that battled your ass off for 48 minutes. Great job. For every ounce, every inch of that game. Now, we're not satisfied. All right, we still have work to do. All right, the hardest game is the closeout game, and we're going to go there and do it at their place. So everybody, get your rest tonight, get your mental, understand what we can do better. All right, and let's go to Washington and kick their ass on Friday. Here we go.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Welcome to the U.S. nation's capital, Washington, D.C. As the Raptors try to, fans will love these words, close it out over the Washington Wizards tonight here at Capital One Arena. And Sherm, the irony, the coincidental irony of it all, it was a year to the day that the Raptors closed out Milwaukee in Game 6 at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Toronto trying to do the same thing tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think we just got tired of Game 7s. The headache that comes with that, but, you know, understanding the importance of a Game 6, being able to close it out, you know, I think we at a point now to where we really understand the importance of it, you know, and not want to go home. You know, this is a great opportunity for us to get this out the way and move on. I think more so it's for us to understand moving forward, you know, we got to be able to feel comfortable going on the road and pulling out victories. You know, we just can't. It's great to rely on home and having home court advantage, but, you know, to make that separation, we got to be just as dominant on the road as well. I think it's just kind of like a natural type of thing, you know. You'll walk around at home in your drawers. That don't mean you'll go to your friend's house and feel comfortable doing the same thing. I don't know where the hell that just came from, but I just thought it was a cool analogy. But, I mean, but you kind of gotta get in a comfortable zone to, you know, be comfortable with yourself, you know, to take the approach both ways, you know. And it's a learning experience. We all have to go through it, you know. It just don't happen overnight. It don't happen one time. But, you know, we had a couple games here where we struggled, and we all understand what we all need to do and be better at. So, you know, tonight is a great opportunity for us.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Here we go, 7 o'clock game, let's go.
Let's get out of here, early game.
Good news for the Raptors, as it's announced that Fred VanVleet is available tonight. He has played very limited. Game 2 saw a few minutes, has been unavailable otherwise. But he is in the lineup tonight on the same night that Otto Porter Jr. is announced to be unavailable to the Washington Wizards the rest of the way. It's all on the line for the Washington Wizards, but it felt that way in Game 5 for the Toronto Raptors at home, Sherm. And the depth is finally showing in this series, particularly with DeLon Wright in the fourth quarter.
Looking for a dribble handoff, not there. Satoransky gets him on a switch. Wide open three. Fred VanVleet. Steady Freddy ties it up. Here's Beal. His pass stolen away by the diving Lowry, North Philly's finest. Lead pass and the foul. Siakam finishes. Wall with the foul, and the Raptors can feel it with 3:49 to go. The Toronto Raptors are going to deny the Washington Wizards, and they advance to the second round. The Toronto Raptors win it 102-92. And Toronto will wait for the outcome of the Cleveland and Indiana series. The Raptors close it out in 6, taking it 4 games to 2.
Big fella.
Second unit, it's a team win, but second unit, great job. Great job. Pascal, Fred, Ron, Knockers, the whole second group, great job. Can't change the thing, you let these guys rest a little bit, and they finish it off. Great team effort. Now, the hard part is, we haven't done anything yet. All right, let's keep our focus. I keep our foot on the gas pedal. We're about business, all right? So let's keep our mindset. We don't know when we're gonna play again, all right, but we gotta keep that same edge, man. You see how fickle it can change, all right? So let's keep our mindset of being aggressive. You guys only had 7 turnovers. That's huge. That was a difference. Great job. Let's stay focused, all right, and let's get back to work. Here we go.
Hell yeah. Bench mob on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bench mob.
It's tough. I said it before we started that, closing out any series in any sport is probably the toughest thing you can do as an organization, as a team, no matter what sport. So it's tough, but, we even keel, we want to enjoy it and celebrate it until midnight, I told the guys, and, we got bigger fish to fry. We still have some, playoff series to go, hopefully, and we got to keep our mind on our business, and keep the main thing the main thing.